Hi guys, hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a very good holiday period, good Christmas, New Year's, all of that jazz. Wishing everyone the best for 2025. I thought I'd just drop in with a video as I've had quite a few requests on how to use the time and sales, which is this little window here. So today was a good example. I traded NQ today, so I'll just kind of take you through the kind of pre-analysis. So if I get the daily volume profile, right, so as you can see, since last Wednesday the price has just been coming higher and higher and higher. Probably started last week somewhere here, making higher highs, and then coming into today I had to zoom out to kind of see the bigger picture here. So you can see this is the low of today, so this was kind of Asia session and London. Now we're accepting inside this sort of bigger distribution, right? You can see there where that low volume pocket is. We have this sort of large distribution. So as I can see in London and Asia, we're starting to show acceptance inside here, no real rejection. Once we took out that high in London, there was no rejection. So once there's been no rejection from here, we kind of got a clean move to come up to at least this area here where you can see this little low volume node. There was a chance you could have seen a rejection there. Tons of buying there on the delta, which shows it could be trapped buys here. So that was potentially an area of rejection. We had a slight rejection, price kept on coming, which is the kind of principles of distribution theory, that once you sort of accept inside, once you break the middle line, which is some people call the point of control, then you'll probably keep going to the other side, which is going to be to here. So you might see a rejection as these highs are taken out. But anyway, so coming into the session, right, I'd seen us kind of accept inside. So my kind of expectation is now to keep coming higher, and don't really have any reason to look for a rejection till at least we get to this level here. Wouldn't even expect a rejection from the midpoint. You could maybe get a slight correction, but then my expectation was just to continue coming higher up until this area here. So now coming into the actual RTH session, let me just remove this. So I'll just show you what Globex looks like. So this is the Globex profile. So this is a split profile for Globex RTH. So here you can see, so this was Globex. So like I said, we had that big bullish move. So now coming into the RTH, there was two kind of things I was looking at here. Potentially an early correction in the first sort of hour, half an hour of the RTH, to come to this kind of area here. I'll just show you what I was looking at. So on the Globex chart, you can see here, so we had this kind of mini distribution. We had this edge here, where you see price made a high, broke the high, retested that high, right? So that is the kind of structure that I was thinking we might get a correction down. So I was in two minds at the open. So plan one would be to come down, maybe take a short from there, but ideally then look to continue long from here. Or the second plan is to break and then retest the edge of this, so you can see this nice distribution there. So the other plan was to break, retest, and continue coming higher. All depends what price action's doing. So these are the two areas that I'd marked out, as you can see there. And this was also, you see that low area that I highlighted there was also the kind of edge of this larger distribution. So kind of stacking your confluences, and then on the daily VWAP you can see it was also a VWAP. So I was expecting maybe a quick sell-off and continue long. So what I've done is I'm going to show you how I use this time and sales. So I've just paused this, so I'm just going to resume this now. Also you can see Delta's quite bullish. We had some rejection over the 2500 line, so I was just looking to see what was going to happen. Now I'll show you what I'm looking at. So with the time and sales, I filter this to show me a volume higher than 10. Reason is because there's a lot of noise on the time and sales. I specifically want to focus on the higher volume of buyers and sellers. If there's just one, two contracts here and there, I'm not interested. I'm looking for the guys that are putting in large orders with size, that trade large size accounts, and those guys tend to be the more successful ones. So those are the kind of guys you want to follow, and also just helps eliminating noise. So what I'll do is we're just going to go ahead and play this. So like I said, we either look for a break, retest of this area, or come down here. So let's just play both of these. Alright, so both are starting to get played. So you can see now loads of buying coming in, huge amounts of buying. So now I'm waiting for a clean break and then a nice sort of retest. So we've got that clean break. Look at the look. Let me just pause this for now. Right, so I just paused it a little bit too late. That's in time anyway. Look at the strength of the buying here, right? 101 volume, 13 different trades. So what this means is the number of trades that took place. So each transaction is one trade. It doesn't matter how many contracts. What this is telling you is there was 13 transactions and 107 contracts were traded. That means there were 13 deals done, 107 contracts traded. That means people are coming in with size. You've got 86, 20, 33, 4. That means 4 trades consisted of 33 contracts, 2 of 13. People are coming, buyers are coming in with huge size. And how you know this is not absorption, how you know buyers are not getting absorbed, is because what you want to see when that happens is a follow through. Because essentially if price is going to move down, there has to be aggressive sellers in the market. There has to be. It's logical. It doesn't make sense if there's no sellers, right? How is price going to move down? So where I'm not seeing any selling here, I'm not really anticipating a sell-off. So now it's my second plan, which is to continue long. So you can just see it here. Huge amounts of buyers. Sellers are nowhere to be seen, right? Absolutely nowhere. So we'll just let this continue to play out. So you could have entered already here, but I was just waiting for that pullback. So we just see price. We eventually get a snapback. This is where. So again, you can see here still buyers dominant. Some selling coming in, but not too much. I've already seen what I want to see. I don't need to see this anymore. I've seen what I need to see. There's not even here, not much selling. Still domination of buyers. But now it's interesting to see what happens when we come here, because you're going to see some sellers get absorbed. Again, look, buyers dominant, some selling, but no follow through. Buyers picking up all these passive buyers are picking up all these sellers here. I entered somewhere around here. I think this is where, yeah, this is where I entered. I had a bit of drawdown. You can see some selling, but still again buyers upholding. More buyers coming in there. Sellers stepping in, but again buyers are holding. Now you start seeing some heavy selling again. Not much follow through. Not much follow through again. Here you see big selling, right? So let me just pause this now. Right, so here you can see big selling coming in, right? Here you see that 133 sell orders. 2 trades, right? So that means people are doing over around 60-70 contracts, right? Some huge selling. So now I'm looking at this point. I'm still holding these longs. Had a bit of drawdown. I actually got stopped out on my first entry. I think this is where I got stopped out. I had my stop too tight. Should have put it below that low. If I entered there below that low, got stopped out, but I was still looking to continue. Now this is where you can see the absorption. So you see this heavy selling, but buyers are still continuing. Price is still going higher. So let me just play this again. So all this selling, but no follow through, breaking inside daily value. And then I entered again here, as I saw price just pop right above these heavy sellers. Now here, buyers starting to come in again on the time and sales, and that was my second entry. And I had my stops somewhere down here. And I'll show you on the footprint as well. You would have spotted absorption at this level, so I wasn't really too worried about price kind of coming back in here. You can see sellers coming in, but there's no follow through. Can't push down further. Not much happening at the moment. Some big buying coming in here. Again, more sized. All these sellers absorbed. All these sellers down here absorbed that 130 whatever. So this is a net. This is a signal to go long. You eventually get a nice big move. Again, wasn't worried about this. I'll stop somewhere here at this point. Again, heavy selling coming in, but they just can't break through. That means a passive buyer is absorbing all of that. And here you can see, look, delta's going down, price isn't moving. That means all these sellers are getting absorbed. You can see that there, strong sell side delta. Price is not moving down, they're all getting absorbed. So I'm not worried about this selling. Some buying coming in now. So this could be your entry. Anytime you see sellers absorbed at daily value high, failure to break inside and hold, this is your kind of your signal to enter. Selling off, prices moving higher, right? There's no reason to see now. Look, buying starting to coming in, buyers start to come in. I see prices making higher highs here, delta's making lower lows. That's your signal to go long anywhere there. more buying coming in. And because Nasdaq is thin, you don't need anything of substantial size to move the market, because there's not many limit orders at there's not many orders at each level. Buying coming in now. Here you go. Buyers piling in at large size. This this is where you, like I said, this is your sort of signal to get long. And then here you can see loads of buying now coming in. And I'm just going to fast forward this now because the market just ends up flying off. Huge buying coming in. Let's speed up a little bit more. And there you can see market just ends up flying off all the way. And that there would be a really nice solid trade if you took that up there. So hopefully, I'm just going to stop it there. So hopefully that makes sense. I'll just show you my entry. As you can see here, so that was where I entered, got stopped out there, then re-entered here and closed at the very high of that candle. So yeah guys, hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully I'll be back with some more videos later on in the coming days. Take care guys.